Addiction can snatch your soul. Our soul is the most precious and valuable thing that we have. Our soul is the most precious and valuable thing to God. So you don't want to surrender that under any circumstances. So when we think about it, we know that the enemy, which is the devil, put drugs here to destroy us. So the longer that you keep partaking in those substances, the closer you're getting to allowing the devil and his minions, which are the demons, to devour your soul. Now, you've seen streetwalkers walking around the streets. They don't necessarily have to be standing on a corner. I've seen people talking to themselves, okay? And I'm not talking about like, maybe like a lonely homeless person just talking to themselves because they don't really have anyone to talk to. No, I'm talking about people that be crazy in their minds. They be swinging, they be arguing, they be yelling, and there's like nobody around. Maybe they see something that we don't see. But I believe that a demon has possessed their soul. A demon has jumped into their body. So, and a lot of people they just believe that that can't happen to them. Or they're not even aware that these things happen. I'm here to tell you that they do happen. I remember when I was doing massages, I had a customer that told me, he was like, be careful doing drugs, because I told him I was partying and stuff. He was like, be careful doing drugs, because he was like, that thing can grab a hold of your soul. And I'm just like, I'll be all right, I don't party all the time. It doesn't matter if you don't party all the time. It just depends also like on the state of mind that you're in. If you're like depressed all the time, if you're always like thinking negative thoughts, like the devil will prey on that. He will use your circumstances against you. And, the more you fall deeper into depression and the more you become a weak link. And that's when the devil can start using you. So you have to be very careful. You have to be conscious, of what it is that you're doing to yourself. Okay? Because if you're conscious about it, you're like, hey, you know what? I don't like what I'm doing to myself. I don't like serving two masters. Yes, doing drugs and then going to church the next day. That's, what I'm saying? Just like listen, y'all, I went to church high, okay? I had stayed up all day Saturday and I had promised my girlfriend that I was going to come to church. So I was in there high on that Sunday. I was like, well, God said come as you are, so at least I'm here. But a part of me kind of felt a little guilty about it. But I'm like, you know what? I am serving two masters. And we don't like to think of it like that, but that is exactly what we're doing, because, we're running on the devil's playground, dancing with him, and then we're running on God's playground. Okay, you're like back and forth. You have to choose a side. You have to choose a side. Be conscious of what you're doing, what you're putting into your body. Be conscious of what you're entertaining. So I just want you to be very careful. That's why I'm constantly urging you to go and seek help from someone. It doesn't necessarily have to be a rehab. It can be an addiction counselor. It can be a sober companion. I mean, whoever you will feel comfortable with guiding you on your journey. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.